talaga dati. Hindi talaga kami nagbe-bake, ganun. Ano lang, pansit canton lang. Ay, damo. Ma, I'm sorry.
Hindi, joke lang. Ito na talaga.
So, yun nga. Pagalitan. Pagalitan ako before nitong clip na to. Pero, anyways. Ako si Catherine Velasco from Grade 10 Excellence, and I am here to introduce to you the tools and equipment that we need in baking. Honestly, hindi kami nagbe-bake kaya wala kami ng lahat ng tools, but I will try my best to introduce to you the tools that we have in our household. Yes. Bakit pa kailangan pa niyan? May Goldilocks tsaka red ribbon naman. Zero to. Well, itong video na to is disclaimer. Ang video na to ay para sa mga taong gustong matutong mag-bake. Our tools and equipment are classified into 4 classifications, namely cutting, blending, and mixing tools, measuring tools, cooking and baking tools, and the other tools are also known as preparatory tools. So without further ado, let's get started. First classification is measuring tools. In this, you have measuring cups, measuring spoons, and timer. Let's start off with measuring cups.
Hi, sis! Ako si Measuring Cup.
Pasensya na sa pasensya na sa lighting tsaka dito sa buhok ko kasi tinirintas ko yung buhok ko kagabi. Nandito na siya ngayon, dahil. So, measuring cup is used to measure bulk, solid, and liquid ingredients. So, meron kasing 2 types ng measuring cups. Yung isa, yung measuring jug. Yan, insert ko na lang dito. Yan. Yung measurement niya is 1 cup pataas, and usually, ang indicated na measure doon is ml, yung millimeters, liters. Wherein dito naman sa measuring cup na to, ang mini-measure niya is 1 cup, 1/2 cup, 1/4 cup, basta 1 cup pababa. And usually it comes in set like this because it has different sizes. Next, we have measuring spoons.
Ako naman si Measuring Spoon.
Measuring spoons naman are used to measure small amount of ingredients, and it comes in set also with different sizes such as 1 tablespoon, 1 teaspoon, 1/2 teaspoon, basta 1 tablespoon pababa. And if you don't have this kind of set ng measuring spoon, you can use a standard sized na spoon, ito tablespoon, and a standard sized teaspoon para mag-measure ng mga ingredients nyo.
WhatsApp ako si Timer, pero wala siya time sa akin.
Last one for measuring tools is the timer. This is a device that can be set in minutes or up until 1 hour that rings an alarm or usually a buzzer or a bell when a specific amount of time you set has been elapsed. So, ginagamit to sa baking and cooking din. Halimbawa, sa steamer, kapag manually kayo nagsisteam ng kung ano mang pagkain, ginagamit yung timer. And kapag nagbibit ng eggs, minsan kasi may mga specific time ng eggs kung ilang minutes mo sila ibibit para ma-meet mo yung gusto mong volume. And minsan din ginagamit siya for oven kasi sa mga oven, ang indicated na minutes lang doon is 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Paano kung kailangan mo ng 2 minutes and 30 seconds? So, gagamitin mo yung timer para mas maging precise ka dun sa process mo ng baking. Next classification is cutting, mixing, and blending tools. Let's first have whisk and mixing bowl.
Oy, direct, tama na halo, nahihilo na ako. Di porket whisk ako, ha? Ako si Mixing Bowl. Teka lang naman, nag-intro pa ako. Uy, wag muna kayo maghalo. Teka lang.
Next, we have mixing bowl and whisk. Whisk. Whisk is a cooking utensil that is used to blend ingredients smoothly and to incorporate air in it. So as you can see, this consists of a series of wire loops that is perfect for whipping or whisking. And usually ginagamit to for eggs, yung sa mga egg whites, para maging white siya. Hindi, kaya nga egg whites kasi white. Hindi, giging fluffy yung egg whites na yun kapag binit mo siya ng binit, ganon. Usually, kasama naman ng whisk na to, ito pala may dalawang size ako dito. Depende yung gagamitin nyo dun sa amount ng ingredients nyo and dun sa size ng mixing bowl nyo. So, itong mixing bowl ko, ito, sige. Itong mixing bowl, kung makikita nyo, malalim siya. This is used to hold the ingredients you want to mix. So, dito natin siya minimix yan. Usually, ito ang magka-partner dahil, syempre, saan ka magmimix na ano? Advice ko na kapag bibili kayo or gagamit kayo ng mixing bowl is plastic or stainless. Kasi, kapag glass, mamaya mag-ganon-ganon kayo doon, edi nasira.
Ako yung ginagamit na pangsimot ng pagkain ha, rubber scraper, hindi yung kamay mo, dugyot to.
Rubber spatula. This is used to gather ingredients to make sure that every bit of the mixture or the ingredients will not go to waste. So, hindi lang to ginagamit for gathering ng ingredients. Pwede rin tong gamitin for mixing, for light mixing lang, kung ayaw nyong mag-incorporate ng air gaya dun sa whisk. And kung wala kayong offset spatula, yung ginagamit na nung icing ganon sa isang cake or kaya pang flat naman nung mixture dun sa cake pan, pwede nyo itong gamitin. Although hindi siya ganun ka-flat, pero carry na to, guys.
May lalaban ba sa akin ha? Paring knife ako, sige. Aray naman, sakit naman ito mag-chop-chop. Pati ata akong chopping board, hiwain mo eh. May galit ka ba sa akin?
We have here a white chopping board and a paring knife. So, based on research ko, ang white chopping board is normally used for bakery items like slicing bread, cake, ganon, and paring knife naman for chopping. And ginagamit to usually sa decorations like yung fruits, ganon, kapag maglalagay kayo ng fruits or anumang mga ingredients sa binibake nyo. And pwede rin tong pang-cut ng dough. Kung gusto nyo i-portion yung dough nyo, pwede nyo rin tong gamitin. Next classification is cooking and baking tools. Let's start with muffin pan.
Well, ako si muffin pan na may individual and single portions. Parang ikaw, single.
First, we have the muffin pan. As you can see, it has a series of small, individual, and circular cups used for baking primarily cupcake and muffins. So, the portions of this one is quite small. That's why using a parchment paper will be hard for you. You can use butter, oil, or cooking spray with this one. And meron din yung mga muffin cups and cases. Pwede natin yung gamitin para maging non-stick itong pan na gagamitin natin. And yung size nitong muffin pan is perfect for baking bite-sized foods, especially if you have a lot of guests to feed.
Sige na. Tanggap ko na na flat ako. Baking sheet ako eh. Saka?
Next naman, we have the baking sheet. Sensya na if madumi hindi kasi siya masyadong nagagamit eh. But as you can see, if we compare the muffin pan to the baking sheet, mas deeper itong container na to kaysa sa baking sheet. So, baking sheet is a flat type of baking pan that usually has a lower rim around it. So, dahil nga flat ito, hindi siya pwede lagyan ng mga runny butter, yung mga liquidy type. Ang pwede i-bake dito is yung mga merong thick viscosity or textures such as mga cookie dough, bread roll, pizza, and others. Baking sheet din ang normally na ginagamitan natin ng parchment paper.
Hi! It's so hot in the Philippines, pero mas hot pa din ako. Si steamer kaya ako.
Meron din tayong steamer na nagkukook or nag-heat ng mga food gamit ang steam heat. We have various type of steamer. Meron tayong electrical and meron yung manual na ginagamitan pa ng stove, which is ito, yan. Sorry, di siya ganun kaayos, pero yan, steamer siya. Yan. Usually yung mga layer niya, merong mga butas dito to allow the heat to transfer throughout the layers. Usually yung mga ganito, ginagamitan to ng timer para maging even and malaman mo kung luto na ba yung iluluto mo. And yung ganito din dapat binabantayan yung tubig kasi baka mamaya matuyo or maubusan, hindi maluluto ng maayos yung kung ano man yung niluluto mo.
Sorry not sorry, steamer, pero ako ang pinaka-hot sa buong baking tools and equipment. Ako kuya ang oven, duh.
Lastly, we have the oven, which is the main equipment in our baking. This is used to heat, bake, and commonly used for cooking foods. So, meron kasing types ng oven na conventional, yung regular na mga oven, and meron naman yung convectional, wherein yung convectional, gumagamit siya ng mga fan para mag-distribute evenly ng heat sa loob ng oven. Yung conventional naman, sa mismo appliance, sa baba ng appliances, or kung saan mga side na appliances lang siya, nagpo-produce ng heat, kaya hindi nagiging even yung temperature sa buong oven. So, kapag gumagamit kayo ng conventional, I recommend you to use an oven thermometer for it para masiguro nyo na even and luto na yung niluluto nyo. We are down to the last classification, which is preparatory tools, starting off with pot holder.
Aray! Sakit ah! Init! Salamat ka talaga, potholder ako, kung di talaga, ako talaga.
Pot holder is a kitchen safety tool that is used to hold hot surfaces and hot kitchen tools to avoid risk. So, meron dalawang types ang pot holder. We have yung pot holder na sinusuot. Mag-insert ako ng pic dito. And this one, na pot holder na ganyan lang siya, bilog or square. Pero I recommend you using the pot holder that is being worn by the hand kasi mas safe yon. Unlike dito na kailangan mo pa ng extra grip kasi hikinahawakan mo to and at the same time may hinahawakan kang tool. So, doon naman sa isa, nakasuot na siya. So, ang poproblemahin mo na lang na grip is yung sa tool. So, I recommend that one.
Ako si pastry brush. Yun lang. Short type ako eh.
Next, we have the pastry brush. Ang cute to. Cute ko. Itong pastry brush, or tinatawag din siyang basting brush, ginagamit to para mag-spread ng butter, oil, or glaze sa food, or even sa mga baking pans. For example, itong muffin pan. Hindi mo siya malagyan ng parchment paper kasi maliliit lang siya. So, you will use the pastry brush to spread oil or butter para maging non-stick yung muffin pan natin.
Ako si pastry bag na may kasamang pastry tips. Kasi match kami. Kayo ng crush mo, hindi.
So, next natin is pastry bag and pastry tips. So, itong pastry bag, as you can see, cone-shaped siya. And itong pastry bag namin is gawa sa plastic. So, this is used to hold semi-solid ingredients such as yung mga frosting, icing, gano'n. Nilalagay yun dito. And, ni-squish siya pababa para malabas dito sa tip niya, ginugunting to, para dun lumabas yung ingredients. And it is usually accompanied with pastry tips or nozzles na may iba't ibang design as you can see. Yan, ginagamitan siya ng ganito for decorations. And kailangan nyo maklasify yung mga ganito nyo kasi yung pastry bag, meron siyang microwavable and yung may iba namang hindi microwavable. So make sure na alam nyo yung classification ng pastry bag nyo to avoid risk. And ito namang pastry tips, meron kasi siyang iba't ibang designs and sizes. And usually yung mga yon classified siya into numbers. Like, yung leaf pastry tips, meron siyang numbers na 70, depende sa sizes tsaka yung decorations niya. Last natin for preparatory tools is a strainer. This is used to break up the clumps sa mga ingredients natin, liquid or dry. So, ito kasi usually ginagamit siya for liquid and yung sa mga pasta, ganon. But you can use this for solid ingredients as well. So, need mo lang ng whisk, tapos lalagay natin dito yung flour. Then, halo-haluin nyo lang siya para ma-make sure na hindi natatakpan yung dito niya para magtuloy-tuloy yung pag-filter ng powder. That is it for my vlog. I hope you enjoyed watching and I hope that you learned something from everything that I talked about. Stay safe and God bless. Happy baking!